Kamaru Usman and Plessis faced off for the first time ahead of their upcoming bout this Saturday, with a noticeable size difference between the two, as Plessis appeared substantially larger than Usman.
Hands up, turn face up. Hold.
All right, that's good, guys. That's good.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Plessis is eyeing a title shot with a win over Kamaru Usman at UFC Oklahoma City this Saturday. While Plessis acknowledges that simply beating Usman may not be enough, he believes a dominant performance could put him back in championship contention. During Wednesday's media day, he was asked if a victory over Usman would be enough to earn him a title shot, a question that hangs in the balance as he prepares to face the former champion.
Usman is enough to give you that title shot that you want.
I don't believe a victory alone can be enough. No, I don't. I think my resume, definitely, but I don't believe that just a victory over Usman necessarily gives me that direct title shot. The same for him. But the performance, going out there and putting up a performance that eliminates any doubt that I'm the best in the world, that's what's going to guarantee me.
Plessis is still weighing the option of moving up to light heavyweight, but for now, his focus remains on regaining the middleweight title before making that potential jump.
To move up to 205 and how you'd match up with other exciting fighters like the Yuri Prochazka.
Yeah, absolutely. That was definitely on the cards, and of course I lost my title, and right now there's only one focus, is getting my belt back, and 100% moving up to 205, especially with, you see a lot of guys like Rob, Renier, all these guys going up to 205, and I believe the sport's been moving in that direction for a long time with the big weight cuts. I'm very big for 185, but I still make the weight very comfortably. So, for my age right now, I'm still very happy at 185, and I have a goal here. I'm not running away to 205. That's not happening. I will dominate this division again, and then I will make them.
In a recent interview, Khabib Nurmagomedov was asked about Conor McGregor's recent return.
Ты просто мимо проходил, никогда в жизни там не окажешься. Кстати, вот я не знаю, хочешь ты отвечать на этот вопрос или нет. Какие ожидания вообще в целом? Думаешь, Конор может конкурентно выглядеть сейчас или нет уже?
Даже не хочу об этом человеку говорить, да.
Я допускал, поэтому опустим. По поводу...
Conor McGregor has issued an extraordinary demand following his UFC 329 loss. In an Instagram post, he called for his defeat against Max Holloway to be overturned to a no contest. McGregor also revealed an imminent, definitive update on the injury that ended his 69-second comeback, simultaneously insisting all bets be refunded. He further engaged with a fan named Noah, a name carrying special significance due to his infamous feud with Ali Abdelaziz.
My name is Noah.
Noah? Noah's a great name. Come here and take a video with me. Look at this guy, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi.
This is Noah.
Yeah.
And he is from Saudi Arabia.
I'm from Saudi Arabia.
And look at this guy from Saudi Arabia. What do I think? You look like an Irishman.
Yeah.
You look like my cousin. Noah. God bless you, buddy. Have a good time, right?
Conor McGregor's demand sparked a strong fan reaction online. One fan questioned, "And the $30 million you made returned also? No contest, lol. Nah, you lost, man." Another commenter asked, "Why should it be a no contest, lol?" Now that's how you clear accusations. Sean Strickland says that UFC welterweight Yaroslav Amasov has better grappling than Khamzat Chimaev.
Guy, next world champion. Guaranteed. Right on him.
Hard partner, hard champion, but crazy. Funny crazy.
He has better grappling than Chimaev.
Conor McGregor released a video last night reflecting on his loss to Max Holloway.
Yes.
Happy birthday to the mic.
Happy birthday.
We'll be back.
It matches your outfit, you.
We'll be back. Come on.
In
the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. We'll be back. Let's go. Let's go. I know.
Justin Gaethje's victory over Ilia Topuria has had a profound impact on some of his former opponents. Notably, Paddy Pimblett's coach revealed that Gaethje's win restored Paddy's confidence, which had been shaken after facing Gaethje. In a recent interview on the Pat McAfee Show, Gaethje reflected on the ripple effect of his journey, citing Pimblett as an example. Similarly, Rafael Fiziev credited Gaethje's championship win with rejuvenating his own career, highlighting the influence Gaethje has had on his fellow fighters.
I think Paddy was like, okay, just as I thought, like Gaethje is a beast. I think it was a respectful comment to you. How do you feel about that type of combo? And are you and Paddy probably destined for each other now at this point?
Destined for each other, like to fight again?
Yes.
No. No. I think it's crazy what my story has done for so many people. Rafael Fiziev, the guy I fought 2 times, says a very similar thing that, I kind of rejuvenated him when I won that fight. Him losing 2 times to me, having been in there with me 2 times, it kind of rejuvenated him. Anthony Joshua, I just saw him talking about how you can never forget how real fighting is and how dangerous it is and never become, too full of yourself. He learned that from that lesson. And yeah, it's pretty cool how across the board, it's kind of, all athletes respect our sport because it's so
primal,
so humbling, so primal.
Gladiators,
scary. One-on-one. No, you can
scary, psycho.
Paulo, Costa, and Josh Hokit have been going back and forth on social media since UFC 327. Hokit earned a performance bonus for his unanimous decision win over Curtis Blades, while Costa was frustrated that he didn't receive one for his TKO victory over Azamat Mirzakhanov. Costa said that Hokit owes him money. Appearing on the Ariel Helwani show this week, Costa says he'd be open to fighting Hokit at heavyweight.
I did.
Yeah, and what was it like?
I did. I mean, sometimes he's a funny guy. Sometimes I laugh what he posts and stuff, what he doing. But yeah, I was pissing out again.
Why are you mad at him though? Because the UFC gave him the money, he didn't take the money. So shouldn't you
yeah,
be mad at the UFC?
no, yeah. I mean, my big problem is who decide.
Yes, who does decide?
I don't know, maybe Hunter.
So, but you took it out on him.
Yes, we have some speak then, but we could talk too much because people come and separate. The UFC is very rigid right now to not get fights going on, brawl stuff. But yeah, that's okay. We're gonna have our time.
You want to fight him?
I can move for. I'm 234 right now. I can move for heavyweight and fight him, like especially him because he's not
small.
Big,
yeah. Did you see his fight at the White House?
Yeah, he did great.
Yeah.
As well. One more time. Always. Yeah.
What did you think of his post-fight interview?
Yeah, man. I have heard something about that. I'm a conspiracy. How say that?
Conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I will not judge.
You will not what?
I will not judge.
Judge. Yeah.
Yeah. Judge.
But overall, you think he beats Alex Pereira? I heard that's what they're considering.
It's an interesting fight. I think everybody can be beaten. Of course, Alex is monster, but I think if he was his background in wrestling, can be.
Bilal Muhammad raised concerns about Kamaru Usman's gas tank ahead of his Dricus du Plessis fight. In a recent video, Muhammad advised Usman to keep his striking simple. He noted the move to 185 pounds could affect Usman's cardio, citing his tendency to slow in the 4th and 5th rounds against Joaquin Buckley, even at 170 pounds.
He's going against a guy that's a lot bigger in DDP, and DDP uses that strength, that explosiveness to get up. But I think Usman just got to control the pace. You got to be very smart. Even in the 4th and 5th round with Buckley, he looked a little bit tired. 5th round definitely looked tired. You can't fall into the looking at DDP's weirdness, awkwardness, awkward style of throwing punches, kicks. I think keep it simple, stupid with the jab, with the cross, light punches, and then making him think about the takedown. I think he's definitely going to be itchy on his feet or reacting on his feet, especially after the last fight. So you're going to get him to fall for a lot of feints. But yeah, 4th and 5th round, you better have something in the gas tank for it. I don't know if you're doing the same amount of cardio, but you always had a good gas tank at 170. Going up in weight class, a lot of guys, they lose that gas tank because they don't think they have to do as much cardio. They don't have to run as much to lose weight. You can't run anyway, so you can't bike as much to lose weight. So just You're very patient, you're very smart with.
Kamaru Usman has expressed sympathy for Conor McGregor following his disappointing comeback. In a recent interview with UFC on Paramount Plus, Usman shared his thoughts, stating that he feels for McGregor and defended him against the criticism that ensued after his tough loss.
I mean, I saw a lot of the backlash online and kind of how people were going at him. It's a tough thing to do. And I remember watching it at home and going, this could either go really well or really, really bad. There was no in between. And I could just kind of feel his spirit, Conor's spirit, as he was warming up backstage. And then he comes out and that happens. And it was, about the worst that could have happened. So I definitely felt for him because it's a dark place to be. No one, unless you're a fighter of that caliber, of that magnitude, that have been in a situation like that, it's very, very difficult to truly understand what he's going through and what he's about to go through in these dark days. So yeah, I don't think that was what he wanted. I think he wanted to come out and actually try to put on a show, because at the end of the day, what does a guy like Conor have anymore? It's that the glory of being able to be a combatant, being able to go out there and be a warrior once again and be recognized as that. And unfortunately, he didn't get that. So that's why it's going to be dark until eventually he's able to build his mind and his body back up to potentially step back in there. So I feel for him big time. And yeah, I didn't really get all the hate that was going into it, but both guys put in time. They got compensated for it.
Sean Strickland is at it again, taking on a new challenger who claimed to be a member of the Israel Defense Forces. While Strickland is known for his intense encounters with influencers and streamers, this time he took a more measured approach. Rather than going all out, he primarily utilized his leg kicks to gain the upper hand, showcasing that even a restrained effort was enough to secure the win.
Bryce, we want you to spar.
Perfect.
No. But hey, he is Israeli, so. Idea.
Gotta keep your hands up.
Hands up.
In the face, hold on.
Let's go, Idea. One more. Hey, honestly, bros, you did better than I thought. You guys Rolex?
I did.
Hey.
That's my reward. That's my prize.
That's your prize.
It was close.
No, you honestly, bro, you actually sent it. It sent it.
Another clip from his shoulder rehab.
Bro, I feel like you come here just to hurt me, so it hurts so bad.
Bro,
like,
I don't come here, you come here.
Bro, like, I think what they do is they make it hurt so bad, so when the pain stops, you're like, oh yeah, that feels better. That feels way better.
It's a theory.
Khamzat Chimaev is still awaiting his rematch against Sean Strickland. In a recent Instagram post, Chimaev claimed Strickland is avoiding a second fight, sharing photos from their first matchup and stating, "Someone is running. I'm ready. Just tell me where and when and I'll be there, at UFC." Meanwhile, Islam Makhachev is showcasing his skills beyond the octagon. A new video on social media features the UFC champion demonstrating his fishing prowess, catching a massive stingray from the beach.
Акула, прикинь. Скат это. Охренеть.
Jan Blachowicz sat down for an interview with Homa Fight this week. When discussing Khamzat Chimaev claimed that his weight cut affected his performance against Sean Strickland, Jan said fighters need to stop making excuses and take accountability for their losses.
That he had this bad weight cut, and that if the weight cut wasn't bad, he would have beat him. What did you hear about that?
Always, you know? Yeah. This is something what I hate. Bad weight cut, I was sick, I don't feel good, yes, I don't sleep good. So if you don't feel good, stay at home and sleep, you know?
Yeah.
Don't experience, you know?
Yeah, I don't think that's because the weight cut's something you can control, right? You just, and they had, I know it's a little bit of short notice.
First time, you know? I understand if you will do like first time, you know? But it was, you know.
Yeah.
like I do this many times, you know, before Before, when I was pro fighter, I do this many times like an amateur fighter, you know, and I just know how to do it, you know.
Yesterday, it was announced that Michel Pereira had been removed from the UFC roster following his recent unanimous decision loss to Shara Bullet. The move sparked backlash from many fans for two main reasons. First, Shara was accused of committing multiple fouls during the fight, including pulling Pereira's hair, but Herb Dean did not deduct a point. Second, critics questioned why Pereira was released while fighters like Tato Iwasa remain on the roster despite a 7-fight losing streak. Prior to the fight with Shara Bullet, Michel had a split decision win over Zach Reese. He has won 1 out of his last 5 fights. In sparring, Islam Makhachev's game plan truly comes to life. He engages in measured rounds with a variety of partners, seamlessly shifting between precise distance control and explosive chain wrestling. Izzy's reaction underscores the rare excitement surrounding a Islam Makhachev versus Ian Garry matchup. For infrequently competing fighters, every training session becomes critical, optimizing for that singular, high-stakes night.
Sharp, he's fast, he's focused, he wants this more than he wants oxygen in his fucking lungs. That's how bad he wants it. Islam's been at the top, moved up, won the belt, champ. How much more does he want it? He can't go out there and lose, but does he want it as bad as Ian Garry?
You got to kill Islam to beat Islam. You got to kill him. And
I don't think so. I think you can beat him in a decision.
You could. That's what I think is going to happen. I think Ian Garry...
I think you have to kill Ian to beat him.
So, okay, Islam keeps shooting for takedowns. How long can Garry keep stuffing him? Keep staying away. How long? Whole 5 rounds?
I think he can last a lot. I think Islam will gas before Ian. I don't know. I have a feeling Ian's winning.
Yeah,
I feel it as well.
You feel that?
I don't mean to just be an anti-Makhachev guy as usual, but I feel it as well. Imagine, like, if you would have told me like 6 months ago, within a 2-month period, Topuria is going to lose to Gaethje and Makhachev's going to lose to Ian Garry, I wouldn't believe you. I wouldn't.
Mendez believes Islam Makhachev's confidence stems from his versatility.
Like, is it going to be Ian Garry's fight the whole fight, or is it going to be Islam keep it? Because for me, I feel like it's going to be Ian Garry doing Ian Garry and kind of trying. It's going to make it his kind of fight.
I think it's going to be Ian Garry doing Ian Garry until maybe the end of some of the early rounds, and then maybe Makhachev ends round 1 on his back, but doesn't get the choke, and maybe he gets a takedown and he's on top but not doing crazy damage. But then I think as it goes on, Ian's damage will maybe pile up on Makhachev, and we could be looking at a late finish or a decision. Dude, it could be crazy.
Sean O'Malley notes Gary's brash confidence is shaping Islam Makhachev's preparation. Makhachev's camp now focuses on disruption, control, and takedowns from awkward angles to counter Gary's pressure.
Do you guys have someone in the gym mimicking Ian Garry's style? Do you have like long people that are going to be just trying to fight in a similar style to him, or would you usually prepare for someone with a bit of a strange style like Ian Garry's?
You know, really, we don't really have anybody like that. I mean, his training partner, one of them is Usman, who's the PFL champion, lightweight champion. He's phenomenal. So he'd want to be one of the most, the best sparring partner he can actually really want to have. You know, is Usman. Usman's at another level, you know, and people that have never seen him, and they should tune into this kid because he's special, you know, and I get the privilege of watching him spar all the time, and I get to see him do things that are unbelievable. So Usman would be the one individual that can mimic almost anybody on the stand-up part, you know, and but yeah, so he would be the closest to Ian Garry for us.
Islam Makhachev's training sessions are meticulously crafted, resembling a boxer's curriculum. He engages in lengthy, methodical rounds on the heavy bag to develop single-shot impact and rhythm. Makhachev's mountain training includes tempo intervals, long climbs, and sprinting between cairns to mimic fight bursts, followed by extended endurance runs that demand precise posture and breathing. This intense training translates to the cage, where his movement, takedown defense, and punch output remain relentless under pressure.
Yep.
And
then after that, you have Islam Makhachev taking on Ian Garry for the welterweight, which is a sick fight because I remember back in the good old days, I would see your ass fight 3 times in a year. Just boom, boom, boom. Like, you defending the belt multiple times in a fucking year. So you got to see your favorite athlete and your favorite champion fight so often. But now you're lucky to see Islam fight once a year. Or
it's hard,
shit,
man.
even it's just hard. But the fact that we get to see him, fight Ian Garry, that's going to be a sick fucking fight. Sick fight.
I think from what I've seen with Ian Garry, he's a guy that can get it done. Again, Islam is one of the greatest to ever do it in this game. He's dominant in his field, and now he's at well.
Sean O'Malley questions whether Islam Makhachev's relentless style can outlast his opponent, fueling Makhachev's training camp.
And he's annoyingly confident. He's so crazy confident that I don't think this is going to be because JDM's a bit of a shy guy.
Yep.
So the moment could have got to him a little bit. And there's other matchups with people where they go in there and they don't look their best. But Ian Garry is going to rise to the occasion every time. He's got that type of energy about him where he thinks this is already in the bag and Makhachev shouldn't even be in there with him. That's the energy as a contender he's going to have. Go for it, Schmidt.
That's just where I get nervous because if Islam, what happens if Islam just smothers Garry?
And it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. who has Ian fought that's a really high level wrestler? I just can't think.
Off the top of the dome.
Bilal's the best grappler.
Okay,
wasn't Neil?
Legit. I mean,
isn't Neil Magny a black belt or something?
Yeah, but not like
but not the best takedowns.
Javier Mendez confirmed the camp compensates for lacking a perfect stylistic mirror, like Ian Garry, through elite sparring.
What do you make of Islam's thoughts on Ian Garry and also just this challenge of overcoming this frustrating style that he brings into the octagon against you guys?
Well, for Islam, like I've mentioned, he's so good everywhere that he doesn't propose. He doesn't pose a particular style that Islam can't handle. So that's why Islam says what he says, because no one's been able to give Islam issues on how he wants to spar. No one. He's been able to dictate how he wants to. So the only one in the past was Khabib, and that's when Khabib made him grapple. But other than that, no one. And I've never seen it from anybody. And I don't think Ian's going to be able to dictate how the fight's going to go. I think he's going to have to fight where he can fight, but he's not going to dictate. He's not. Islam is going to cut him off. He's going to do whatever he needs to do what he wants to do. It's going to be Islam's way, not Ian's way. It's going to be Islam's way. How that's going to happen, I don't know. We will wait to go into the fight, but we'll be prepared for him, and we're not underestimating him. We'd be foolish to do so because...
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest MMA news. See you in the next one.